Hey viewers, you're watching The Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. US President Donald Trump today indicated that a trade deal with India could be finalized soon, suggesting it may be among several agreements the United States hopes to conclude before new reciprocal tariffs that affect on August 1. Donald Trump's comments came shortly after announcing a significant breakthrough with Indonesia, where the US successfully negotiated a reduction in tariffs from 32% to 19%, granting American exporters full access to Indonesian markets. Referring to that agreement, Trump noted that similar deals are being worked on with India and a few other nations, stating, "We made a terrific deal." He, the Indonesian president, opened up the entire nation to trade with the United States. "We were not allowed to go in and trade. I think something similar would happen with India, and we have a couple of others." Trump reiterated that the US is close to striking a trade agreement with India and expressed optimism over the ongoing talks, revealing he was very happy with the letters sent to several nations regarding the upcoming tariff regime. Last week, the US dispatched a wave of such tariff letters to 14 countries, including Japan, South Korea, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. India, however, has not received any tariff letter, likely due to the ongoing trade negotiations currently underway in Washington. The four-day discussions, which begin on Monday and will conclude on July 17, that is tomorrow, involve officials from India's Commerce Ministry, with India's chief negotiator Rajesh Agarwal expected to join them later in the week. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal has described the pace of negotiations as fast and cooperative, emphasizing that the aim is to secure a mutually beneficial and balanced agreement. Donald Trump's remarks followed an earlier statement in which he said that the United States had already concluded deals with the United Kingdom and China and is now nearing a successful deal with India. "We made a deal with the United Kingdom. We made a deal with China. We are close to making a deal with India," he added. He praised the Indonesian agreement as a model, pointing out that the country is now fully open to US exports, especially in strategic sectors like copper, and will pay a 19% tariff while the US will pay none. "That's probably the biggest part of the deal," he added, calling the Indonesian president very popular, very strong and smart. Drawing parallels to India, Trump insisted that the US had previously been locked out of many foreign markets and that the new tariff strategy was reversing that trend. "You have to understand, we had no access to any of their countries. Our people couldn't go in, and now we are getting access because of what we are doing with the tariffs," he said, adding, "We are going to have access into India." While the broader framework of the India-US trade deal remains under negotiations, it is believed to focus on expanding market access and reducing tariffs across sectors that cumulatively account for between $150 billion and $200 billion in annual trade. Donald Trump's administration is reportedly considering reducing tariffs on Indian imports to below 20%, down from the 26% initially announced in April. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has set a firm August 1, 2025 deadline for implementing reciprocal tariffs, and over 20 nations have already received formal notification letters dealing the new trade terms. One of the key sticking points in the US-India talks remains the import of American dairy products. India has made clear that it will not compromise on this issue, citing cultural and religious concerns and demanding strict certification that all imported dairy comes from cows not fed any animal-derived products such as meat or blood. Indian officials have called this a non-negotiable red line to protect the domestic dairy industry and safeguard the health and value of Indian citizens, especially its millions of small-scale farmers. While the final contours of the agreement are still being worked out, both sides have publicly affirmed their commitment to a comprehensive and balanced bilateral trade deal, with Trump pushing aggressive tariff strategies globally to force open markets and India negotiating hard to protect its strategic interests. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining whether the two nations can reach a deal that paves the way for the ambitious target of boosting bilateral trade to $500 billion by 2030. That's all for now. Stay tuned to The Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.